Hey guys, what you know good? Well, I was looking around on eBay and I noticed something that shocked me so much that I decided I'm going to do a video on this to try to save some people some money. I was looking on, I think I was researching a starter number for a Mopar starter, and somehow it gave me a recommendation for Hemi starters. And so I started looking through here and I saw this, and so I had to make a video about this. So I want to warn you guys, before you go buying starters for Mopars, like for a 340 or a 360 or a 383 or a 440 or whatever, a 426 wedge, I want to show you a trap here that you can avoid, hopefully by watching this video. Now, let me give you a quick history of Chrysler gear reduction starters. They use the same gear reduction starter design from like about 1962 up through 1987. In 1988 they switched over to these Nipponenso, I think it is, makes them these smaller gear reduction starters, and so they didn't use the original design anymore. But that same starter design persisted for all those years, and they went through a few different part numbers, you know, stamped on the end case of the starter, the armature housing. But there was only a couple variations that didn't interchange with just about everything else. There was one for a might have been a slant 6, a particular slant 6 with a 4-speed in it, or a 3-speed in the early 60s, and then the big one that everybody probably knows about is that a 426 Hemi with a manual transmission could not use a gear reduction starter. It did not and could not use that starter. Here's a picture of one here. It's just the regular style, and then there's a Hemi starter down here. So this is the one that goes on everything else except a Hemi. Well, I got looking through this, I couldn't believe what I found on here. Looking at this guy's ad, and I'm not going to embarrass him by putting his member name out for everybody to see, but this, look at this ad right here. This says a 1969-1970 Chrysler Dodge starter Hemi 2875560, dated 499. Now 2875560, that's the part number that's stamped into the armature housing, and then the magnet housing, whatever you want to call it, and then the date code. They use Mopar used the first 2 digits, or the first digit, everything but the last. Well, let's start at the last of it, make it less confusing. The last digit is the year, so that 9 on the end there, that's 69, or it might be 79, or it might be it could be 89, but not on these starters, but you get the idea. So anyway, the 49, that is the number of the week of the year. That means that was 49th day, 49th week of 1969, just as he correctly notates in his ad right there. $875, buy it now. So cover your ears if you got sensitive ears, but I want to explain something so you guys don't get fucked over on starters like this and pay this kind of money because you think you're getting some rare starter for a Hemi. It is nothing rare about these starters, because this 2875560, that was used on everything from they started using that sometime in model year 1969 through very end of the 72 model year, and then in the first of the 73 model year they changed numbers on the starter again. So that starter was used through everything. It's slant 6, 318, a 340, 400, 383, 440. It was used on everything. There's zillions of those starters out there. There is nothing special about those starters. There's nothing on them anywhere that says it's for a Hemi. Anywhere. I don't care if these guys want to lie through their teeth like this and say it is. It is not. It's not a valuable starter. It's not rare. There's, like I said, there's hundreds of them still in existence. I can go to the junkyard over here and find one laying around somewhere out there and probably get it for 20 bucks and rebuild it with a $25 kit, and it works just fine. It looks just like this one does and works just like this one does, and I saved, oh, I don't know, 800 bucks plus the shipping. So people that do this, shame on you. You know better than that. You're lying to people. That is not no Hemi starter, nothing about it. That's a slant 6 318. They're all the same. They are all the same. The only thing is if you need one that's date coded, you know, you can find date code. Hell, look at this. Here, you need one that's got a different date code on it. I got one laying over here, the end of one. Here it is. Here, I got one. Let's see, what have we got here? 2875560 with a 41 date code on it. That means the 4th week of 1971. You need that one? I got it. I can go get you another one. We'll build you any starter you want to with any date code on it. Ain't nothing rare about that. Those people are scam artists. There's shame on them. Look down here. Here's another one. Here it is. Look right at this one. Focus. 1964, 1965 Hemi 2095150 restored Chrysler starter, date code 254. That's 25th week of 1964, which I think is too far early for a 64. I think that's a late 63. That's 25 weeks in. What would that be? 4 months, 4 weeks in a month. So that's about June. That's too early. You're wrong anyway. Even if you were right, you're wrong, because that's too early. That's June. The model year didn't start till August. Wrong, wrong, wrong. $350. Buy it now. Oh, there we go again. 2095150 was used on everything. Slant 6s, 273s, 318s, 383s. My 68 Fury convertible out here uses the same exact damn starter number. The only thing you gotta worry about is the date code. You get on your broadcast sheet and you find out when the car was built. You grab a starter that's at least about a week or two before that. You're good to go. Ain't nothing on the broadcast sheet that tells you what code is supposed to be on the starter. It is not any Hemi starter. It will fit a Hemi, automatic Hemi, yes, but it's not rare. It is not rare. As a matter of fact, you want to know how unrare it is? Here's one right here. I've got one on the table. Right here at my own house. How about that? Look at that. I've got a $350 starter right here, and I know it's almost impossible to read that, but it says on there this thing's been bead blasted, so it's kind of hard to see, but that number, if you can make it out, I can scrape it down if you don't believe me, but it says 2095150, and that's a 328. That's a 32nd week of 1968. That's one goes on my Fury out there. Now, it's actually a little early for that car because it's a 68, and that's basically a 67 starter. But I know that's the right starter because the 2095150s are the only ones that uses sealed-in brush housing, brush holder assembly. The other ones use a straight bolt-through design, the later ones do. And I saw something else here too. 1976 Hemi restored Mopar starter 3755259. No, 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 no. 10th week of 1976. Let me tell you what was going on in the 10th week of 1976. You had low performance 318s, low performance slant 6s, you had low performance 400s, you got low performance 440s, and the 400s and the 440s took the large frame starter, which is also not rare, but everything else took, guess what? 3755259. Trucks, vans, they got this too. There is no Hemi. There is no Hemi starter in that year. You're lying too. You're just trying to scam people. $300, buy it now? Kiss my ass. 1972 restored starter 2875553. Well, you're wrong, because what you've done is you've looked at the wrong damn number. That's not the starter number for the starter, idiot. That's 2875553. That's the gear housing number. I mean, that's a number, but you can, hell man, you can swap these starters are modular. You can swap any end housing, any of those, as long as it's a small frame. You can swap any of those on any of those. They don't have to stay matched. They'll bolt right up. Now there's some differences in the wiring, so really you really need to keep the early ones, the 2095150s, with that end right there, as well with the brush housing really. But you can interchange them. So there's a lot of bullshit going on here in eBay. So I want to warn you guys, do not believe this. When you see somebody try to tell you, there's another one, he's only wants $79 for that one. That's another 3755259. That's the most common late 70s starter there is. That has nothing to do with a Hemi. There wasn't even a Hemi in that year. You are a dirty lying bastard is what you are. Now let me show you something. If you want the rare starter, if you want the one that's probably worth the money, this is the one that's worth the money probably. Up here, look at this one. (1966) Dodge Charger Plymouth Roadrunner Hemi 2642445 restored dated starter, $1,999. I don't know exactly what they're worth now, but this is the real deal. See, this is not even the same style starter. This is the specific 4-speed Hemi starter right here. Part number of casing, manual transmission, 1966 starter, 11th week of 1966, 116. So yeah, he knows what he's got here. These other pikers, these other scammers, these other liars, they're just trying to pick up on the coattails of the people who have the really valuable starters. That ain't nothing. If you guys want to buy a starter, pay $875 for one of those 287-5560 starters, or the 209-5150 starters, or even the that later one down here, the 3755259 starter. If you want to pay hundreds of dollars for one, I'll be glad to restore you one and sell it to you. Now I'll go ahead and tell you I only have about maybe $70 in it, maybe a little bit more if I paint it with some expensive paint, but I'll gladly do that if you want to spend that much money on it. But from now on, when somebody tells you, if they say I've got a, number one, if they tell you you've got any starter that's number 2, 3, if they're reading the right number off the armature, off the back end where it's actually at, and not off this housing. If they tell you they got a 3755259 starter, and it's for a Hemi, and it's valuable and it's rare, you tell them kiss your ass. You tell them you know better. Tell them, offer to look that number up, what it actually goes on. Yeah, it can go on a Hemi. It ain't the right one for a Hemi. But the thing about it is, and I'm going to wrap this up and get off of here, but the thing is about this, there is no gold mine. You guys think there is one. There's not one. There's nothing about that starter, 287-5560 for $875, that means anything. There's nothing about it means anything. I've been in and out of these starters for years and years and years. I know them back to front, top to bottom. There is no magic tag on them someplace that says this only went on the Hemi. No. So you can take your $875 fake ass Hemi starter and you can leave, because, you know, that's, well, I'll tell you what, let me be a little bit nicer about this. You can stay as long as you want to, but the people that have watched this video now, or the people that already knew this, they're not about to fall for that crap. They're going to go out and go through the junkyard and find a truck or a van that's been junked out there that's got one of these, you know, when people, you know, like I said, you can interchange these starters from any engine just about, except for the 4-speed Hemi, and who's got one of those laying around. But you can interchange these things everywhere. So you can go find a 1980 pickup that's actually got a 1969 or 68 or 67 starter on it. It might be the very one you need. All you got to do is just go out there and do a little bit of work and take you a mirror and maybe a little bit of sandpaper and a rag or something, and light and wipe off the end of that damn starter and look for the number on it. When you find the one you need, you take it off, take it up there and pay your $20 for it like I do, and there you go. You're done. You just saved yourself $850. So anyway, now those of you, if you want to argue with me and say I'm wrong, and you know somebody that had one and it was a special starter that only came on the 66, 67, 68, or 1 year only, and it looks like that, don't even go there. Don't even go there. Don't even go there, because we know better. We know better. It's in the books. I'll quote the parts books to you if you want to go there. Don't even argue with me, because I know. And I say that because I'm here to educate you guys. I'm not here to start an argument, but you know, if I didn't know what I was talking about, I wouldn't put this up. Now, I will say this. I'm not an expert on those starters, those Hemi starters, so if that guy's got something wrong about that one, then feel free to correct me on that for the good of everybody else. But otherwise, don't come up with any bullshit on these starters, because I know what they are. I know what they go on. I already long ago, like they said about our governor's philandering relationship he got fired for recently here in Alabama. I've long ago resolved what I know about these starters. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps you, and if you're smart, smarter than the average bear, don't go on eBay to buy a starter anyway, because you're gonna get, I won't say the word, but you're gonna get RAPED for it. See ya. Have a good one.